Hi, this is Tia here at Tia Marie Beading Studio, located at 406 Bloomfield Avenue in Montclair, New Jersey. Today, we're going to take a basic beading 101 class where you're going to learn how to make a beautiful freshwater pearl necklace. You're going to need 2 strands of freshwater pearl. You're going to need iridescent beads. You're going to need metal stringing wire, side cutters, and chain nose pliers, crimp tubes, and last but not least, a lobster clasp, and a bead board. So, after we go through this tutorial and you see how incredibly easy and fun it is to make your own jewelry, you will be welcome to, if you like, come by and check out all the wonderful beads and materials that I have here. And you should know that if you want to make the exact same necklace, I do have this in stock, and I'll give you the information about that at the end of the tutorial. So let's start beading. The most important thing that you are going to begin with is your bead board. Your bead board serves for 2 purposes. Purpose number 1, it is a measuring tool. And purpose number 2, it is a template. So you get to see what your necklace is going to look like as you are designing it. Now, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna make a necklace that is going to be 26 inches long. So you will start here at 0. You are going to place your beads on the outside of the bead board, and you are going to go up to 13 on this side, and then you're going to line your beads up and you're going to go up to 13 on this side. So 13 and 13 is 26 inches. Hey, basic math. It's great, isn't it? The next thing we're going to do is you're going to use your cutters to open your first strand of beads, and I am going to cut those right in the center, right there, and you are going to open those up and lay them in the middle of your bead board to keep them contained. Then you're going to open up your second strand of beads. And these are freshwater pearls, and as you see, they are color coordinated. And I am going to throw in a few of the iridescent beads and just throw those right there on my bead board. Okay. And the next step, what we're going to do is we're going to start designing our piece. So one thing you have to pay close attention to when you are lining up your beads is you have to pay attention to the holes in the beads, okay? And you're gonna line them up the way that you are going to string them. So, therefore, we're gonna take this bead, we see the hole right there, and we are going to line it up just like that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna pay attention, and you see the holes right here, and you are going to line your beads up right next to, in the direction that you're going to string your necklace. And I'm having a hard time here, but I think you get the idea. And this is really important because you want to line it up properly, especially when it's different sizes. If you don't do it properly, it's going to throw off your measurement. Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 on this side just like that. Then I'm going to pay attention to the hole in the beads, and I'm gonna line that up right there. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Okay? And we're gonna do one more set. That's 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. And as you can see, I have a really great pattern going on here. All right, so now what I'm going to do is insert a couple of my iridescent beads because I personally like a little bit of pop in my jewelry. Okay, so I'm putting one on each side. I'm going to make sure I have the hole properly aligned and insert a couple more of those pearls there. 1, 2, 3. And now what I'm going to do is throw a couple more of my iridescent beads in there. And 1, 2, 3. I think that you guys get the idea. This is how the necklace looks once I've laid everything out. And you see that it is going up to 13 and 13 on each side. So when we come back, I'm going to show you how to string and close up your necklace. See you in a minute. Welcome back. We are getting ready to string our brand new freshwater pearl necklace. And you are going to need a 1 lobster claw clasp. You're going to need 28 to 30 inches of bead wire. And you're going to need crimp beads, or crimp tubes, as they are appropriately called. The first step is you are going to take about 1 inch of your bead wire. You see where my finger is stopped? That's about 1 inch or so. And you're going to take the tip of the bead wire and insert it into the crimp bead, just like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take one end of the lobster claw and insert the tail end of the bead wire into the lobster claw, just like that. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take the tail end of the bead wire and you're going to fold it over the lobster claw up. I know it's a little hard to see. And you're going to go through the crimp bead, just like that. You're going to start out just like that with a hoop about that long. Okay? So most importantly, you do not want the hoop to stay that big because that's not going to look nice. So what you're going to do is you're going to adjust your crimp bead, just like that, and move it up towards the lobster claw, just like that. Okay? So it should not be too tight and it shouldn't be too loose. It should be just right. Then you take your needle nose pliers, your chain nose as they're called, your chain nose pliers, and you are going to crush or mash the crimp bead just like that. And as you can see, it's not going anywhere. That is secure. The next step is I always tell all of my students to keep your bead wire on the table or over the beadboard. And the reason that I say that is because they have a tendency to slip out of your hands. No matter how good you are at this, they will slip out of your hands. What you're going to do now is you're going to either start from the left or from the right. And I am going to start on the right side. And I'm going to take my first bead and insert it. You can't see. And insert the bead wire into the first bead. Now, what you want to do is with that first bead, you're going to have this excess wire over here. Insert the bead over the excess wire so that looks nice and neat. You see how great that looks? All right, so it gives you a nice clean finish. And what I am going to do is start inserting the bead wire into the beads. And I am off and running stringing. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And you just follow the pattern all the way to the end until you are finished. All right, and we are going to be right back in just a few minutes to show you how to properly close your beautiful new freshwater pearl necklace. Hey everybody, so welcome back. As you can see, I have been a busy little bee and I have finished stringing my very beautiful freshwater pearl necklace. Isn't that gorgeous? Now I'm going to take you through the last and final step to closing up your necklace. So you're going to do exactly what you did the first time. We're going to take the tail end of the bead wire, insert it into the crimp bead. We're going to take the lobster claw, but this time instead of inserting the wire into the lobster claw, we're going to this is a closed jump ring, as you can see right there, and you insert the wire into the jump ring, and you just do the same thing. You're going to fold it over and go through the crimp bead, just like that. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your chain nose pliers and you are going to hold on to the lobster claw just like that, and you are going to pull on that excess wire. And as you can see, there's still a lot of wire left over, and you do not want to see that wire. So what you're going to do is you're going to pull down the crimp bead, and you're going to continue to adjust that wire until there is no excess wire showing, just like that. Then the next step, what I do is you want your jewelry to look professional. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the tail end of the bead wire and you're going to insert that into the first bead. Okay, and you see how the tail end, it comes out of the bead, and you're going to grab it with your chain nose just like this, and you are going to again pull on that excess wire, hold on, and just pull it until it's secure. So you should literally see no excess wire in between your beads. Now the excess wire that you're seeing right now is just the extra wire that we just pulled through here. So what you're gonna do, now that we're sure that the necklace is nice and tight and there's no extra wire showing, you are going to take your chain nose and you are going to crush or mash the other crimp bead, just like that. Okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your cutters, and I always tell everyone to take your cutters and turn the cutters toward the bead. And I say that because when you turn it towards the bead and you cut it, it gets nice and close and you really don't have any excess bead wire sticking out. And voila! We have a beautiful finished necklace. You know, it's really just that easy. 1, 2, 3. And I want to thank you all for tuning in today to bead with me. And I hope that you have enjoyed Beading 101. And you can look forward to more exciting tutorials on my channel. And please subscribe below. Check it out. If you like what you saw here today and you want to make a necklace very similar to this one, you can do so. This is what I'm going to do for you. You're going to get 2 strands of the freshwater pearls, side cutters, chain nose pliers, crimp tubes, bead wire, and some glass beads for the very low price of 45 bucks. That's $45, shipping included. If you can't get by the store, I'm happy to send it to you. So you can contact me at tiamarie@tiamariebeadingstudio.com and let me know what you would like to order. I have to let you guys know that there's a very limited supply of these, but I do have them in other colors. What I'm going to do is just give you a quick view of what I have in stock, and you can email me and say, hey, I want the yellow, I want the mixed color, but they're gonna be up on the website, so it'll be easy for you to get to.